Welcome back, folks. We have the Dow up 49, Nasdaq's up 16, S&P's up 6.5. We get some selling coming into this close. And, folks, we also have a great guest coming into this close. We have Bennett McDowell. Bennett is the founder of TradersCoach.com. And if you go over to his website, TradersCoach.com, you can sign up for a great webinar that he's going to be doing. And that webinar is going to be on Wednesday. This Wednesday, he's doing the webinar with eSignal. Bennett, welcome to TFNN.
Tom, great to be here. Thank you for having me.
Absolutely, man. So, first off, tell us exactly, what you're going to be doing with eSignal and how folks can sign up.
Yeah, sure. Be glad to. Well, the webinar we're going to do is basically we're going to be demonstrating our software tools, Tom, that we call the Applied Reality Trading, or ART tools for short.
Yes.
And they're software tools that are pre-built into eSignal. And we're going to be doing a demonstration on the 3rd of June at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Time. And the idea here is you sign up for the webinar. You go right to our website at TradersCoach.com. There's a button as soon as you get there. You can't miss it.
I can see it right in front of me.
Okay,
in fact,
good. You hit that,
we'll put
and
this
you're
right up. Okay.
And the idea is we want to show people how to use our software on different time frames and different markets. You know, a lot of times we'll give these presentations and folks will say, well, does it work on Forex? So we want to be able to show them that, and we want to be able to show them it works on the futures market as well as stocks and ETFs, of course.
And when we're talking, it's so cool when we're talking, software and the different markets. And I mean, the bottom line is that no matter, where folks are trading or what type of markets you're trading, my understanding is that, you can use this type of software because it's so robust on all different markets across the world, right?
Exactly. And, Tom, I know you're a big one on price patterns.
Yes.
And fibs. And what our software does is it actually focuses on price patterns that we've identified that are good for trend trading. We do have some tools for scalping the markets, but what we're primarily doing is focusing on trying to get trends on different time frames. So if you're a day trader and you're trading, for example, maybe the 2-minute time frame on the S&P E-mini, well, then our tools are going to be able to identify price patterns on that time frame that will show intraday trends. Now, intraday trends aren't going to last that long, maybe, 10, 20 minutes.
Sure.
But that's what the tools do. And then if you apply it on longer-term charts, like the daily charts, of course, a trend can last anywhere from, a few days to a week, and if you're in a good trend, hopefully a couple months. So the idea is it really does a good job of identifying those particular price patterns. But the other thing, too, that we focus on is risk control.
Yes.
Risk control is such a vital part of our trading program that we focus a lot on that as well.
Have you found a way, and you just brought up a great point, because I was doing a workshop like in, I think it was 96 with John Murphy, right?
Oh, you're going way back now.
Exactly. But, it's so cool, man, because, we were talking just about different risk control. Well, we were talking about different patents and all that, right?
Right.
And, John get up in the middle, and we were doing this in the World Trade Center in Boston. He get up and he says, listen, man, he says, if you have real money management, you can do a 50-day moving average. And, but the problem is, of course, no one will get out. So in
Right.
your experience, right, are there any decent tricks that you can figure out to basically get people that type of money management, or is it just is what it is?
Well, that's what we do with our tools. What we'll do is the ART software does a great job of identifying key levels of resistance that we use for entry.
Yeah.
And then key levels of support that we actually use for our stop loss. And what it does is it looks for, Tom, patterns which are probably most called 1, 2, 3 patterns.
Yes.
In the market. Are you familiar with those?
Probably yes.
And those basically are saying, you'll have a thrust up on an uptrend, a pull back, and then another thrust up.
Right.
And when your final thrust exceeds the previous one, well, that's the definition of an uptrend.
Okay.
Higher highs and higher lows.
Sure.
So that's the classic 1, 2, 3 pattern. What our software does is, in addition to looking for patterns like that, it also has some calculations going on behind the scene where we're looking at the momentum that went into forming that 1, 2, 3 pattern. So there's a lot of 1, 2, 3 patterns that you can see in a trend, but not all of them are going to fit the requirements that our software looks for high probability entries and exits.
Yeah,
so it's going to give you an entry, and it's going to give you an exit that you can use for risk control as well.
Yeah, and then if that's like a hammer on top of the head, it's like, okay, hey, here it is. You should be getting right. I mean, that's.
You're right.
I know, man. There's no doubt. But that's a good situation, because what does happen, you know, there it is. I mean, it's great when it's not subtle. You know what I mean? That it's like, okay, this is what it should be. This is what it is. You know, if it goes on the other side, just give it a few minutes and you know you're going to lose more money. That's the reality. So
that is it. I mean, when you got to get out, you got to get out. The other thing we've done was we've added a couple additional tools that we're going to demonstrate on Wednesday.
Okay.
That we call the enhancers, and the enhancers are a set of 3 indicators that are at the bottom of the chart that we use in conjunction with the ART software that's looking at price patterns.
Okay.
And they're looking at momentum, and, you know, I'm not a big one for indicators overall, but they do a great job of providing filters or confirmations of markets when they're trending. For example, some of our filters at the bottom, they'll be bullish, and those are the actual entries you want to take is when the enhancers are bullish as well as the price patterns. We call the indicator that goes on the price pattern a pyramid trading point.
Okay.
And Tom, it looks like a triangle. I don't know if you can see it on any of our charts on our home page. You're still on the website.
Yeah, we are.
See those,
we are.
And you'll kind of get an idea when I'm talking.
I see them right here. Okay, cool, man. Right. And where are you located, Bennett?
Well, we're in sunny San Diego.
That's a beautiful thing, man.
Yeah, well, it's sunny this week. Last week we had a lot of cloudy weather, so it's nice to have the sun back.
Okay. So listen, folks, you go to traderscoach.com, and as soon as you get there, what you're going to see is right in the very front. It says Applied Reality Trading. You're going to see eSignal. You can hit register now, right here. The webinar is going to be 4:30 Eastern Standard Time, Wednesday. And look at that good-looking guy there. Hey, baby.
Oh, you're too kind, Tom.
I like it. I like it. Well, listen, man, we appreciate you coming on. I look forward to having you again. And it's traderscoach.com, folks. Hit that button, and you're going to have a great webinar come this Wednesday.
Thank you, Tom, so much. And we look forward to seeing everybody there.
Absolutely, Bennett. Okay, you have a great one. Have a safe one, man.
All right, thank you. You too now.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Our phone number is 877-927-6648. Let's go to Ken in Las Vegas. Hey, Ken, what's going on?
Hey, Tom. Thank you. Thank you for taking my call. I appreciate that.
Absolutely. Thanks for calling. Thanks for holding, man.
Yeah, Tom, I had a couple of questions for you. I have read your white paper regarding ETFs. I wanted to see, what do you think about GLD and SLV as a representation of gold and silver? Would they be good ETFs to buy, or do you think they are?
No, they would. They're not leveraged ETFs. So the white paper that is up there on the ETF structure has to do with leveraged products. Okay. What ends up happening with the GLD or the SLV? The GLD, folks, is 10% of the gold contract. The SLV is 10% of the silver contract. Those will go, point for point of what the actual physical metal does do, okay? So they act correctly. What happens with the leverage product is that the leverage product resets itself each and every day, so it's a new product, and they compound on the way up, and they get defensive on the way down. So if you had a choppy market, you get killed. The leverage product, folks, whether you're a bull or a bear, if the market goes sideways, you're going to lose in both of them. If it trends, you'll make good money. But, yeah, to answer your question, Ken, either one of those or both of those they're not leveraged, number one. So, that yes, as a proxy for the actual physical metal, they work. And, what happens with the GLD right now, I like how the GLD, the GLD pushed into the swing point today, had an expansion of volume. That's saying that it's going to make another run for it. The SLV is actually even stronger. That also did the exact same thing. That pushed into the swing point. We take a look at this. The SLV today had, 8.7 million in volume, and we came down with 6.7. The SLV is really strong, man. If you're going to do one of them, I'd do the SLV right now.
Okay. And Tom, since you are the expert on the metals, if you had to buy the stocks for gold or or silver, like what would you recommend if you had to buy like 3 or 4 gold
This is what to do.
stocks?
Listen, go get the gold report. You can get the gold report for a month for free. It comes out tomorrow morning. Get it right now, and you get it tomorrow morning for free for a month. If you like it after a month, you're going to get charged. But if you don't like it, even if you like it, you can still cancel it and have the stocks, man.
All right.
Cooking, brother.
Appreciate that, Tom.
Have a great one, man. Have a safe one. Don't forget, folks, if you want to go to that workshop with Bennett McDowell, go to traderscoach.com. You're going to see it right in the front page. Dow right now is up 30. Nasdaq's up 15. S&Ps are up 4.5. Market's giving it up, folks. Going to be right back.